Peace and love, guys. I was going to start a new painting, and then I decided I'm supposed to be painting on glass, and this was supposed to be done weeks ago. Inktober rolled in, and forget it. Everything just got pushed to the side. So what I was thinking was, let me do the, sorry for the reflection. Let me do the glass painting, and then we'll do the other painting that I wanted to do. Okay, I'm back. So I'm going to get a piece of paper that is this size. So what I want to do for the painting is maybe have a koi fish this way, and a koi fish that way, if I can figure out how to do things without making it look horrible. And for this type of painting on a glass, you have to start with the most front of the picture, if that makes sense, as possible. So I will start with the koi fish, and then with the etching of water, and then I'm gonna have to look up a reference. I am going to layer more. I have to figure that out, and I need my phone to do it. So okay, I'm back. I kind of started with the and my dog's gonna be barking, but it's okay. I started with the koi fish just to get a feel of what I wanted that to look like. We're gonna get some like water effects on top of the fish. It's going to be inverted, so while they're facing this way now, when I turn it over, they're going to be facing the other way, which is fine. It's cool. I'm all right with that. I think the plus side with this is that if I mess up, I could just scrub it off. Without further ado, let's get started. I want to use wash for the colors. Kind of want to go darker though, so I might not use my pastels. I was going to use my pastels, but I'm sorry about my dog barking. It is what it is. Yeah, and she told you can jump in a lake, so you gotta love her. She's lovely. She's a lovely individual. Okay, sorry, I got the... She was hungry. Okay, so while I was feeding her, I was looking at what my possibilities would be as far as the picture, and I think that if I do the koi fish first, they're going to be sticking out before the water, and I don't want that. I want the water to show on top of the koi fish, because the koi fish are going to be underwater. They're not going to be over the water. So I think I'm going to do the water, then the koi, and then the background. I think I'm going to do that. I haven't cleaned the glass. I'm going to clean the glass and then we'll get started. Okay, so the glass is clean now. And what I'm going to do is get my first layers I'm going to get on there, but I want to tape the sides a little bit. Yeah? Yeah. Okay, now I have a clean palette. I need some paint brushes. Now I'm going to take out more paintbrushes than I need, but I rather have a nice assortment than down the line need a certain paintbrush. I'm going to put a little bit of white in the middle because you end up needing white for stuff sometimes. So. Then blue. And this blue is called aqua blue. I'm going to put a little bit of Prussian blue. And now these are acrylic wash, so once they're dry, I am able to go over them without worrying about smudging. So that's a plus. I'm not going to take the violet or anything out yet. Right now I need to see how this is going to go as far as painting the water on. Wish me luck. Let's hope we don't have to scrape it off. Okay, so I'm gonna start from the outside. And work my way. And this is my only glass frame. So if we mess up here, ladies and gentlemen, it is a wrap city. Okay. There's like a tint of color that I'm seeing coming out, but I'm not mad at it, so I'm gonna keep it going with that. I know I was supposed to use the Dollar Tree acrylic paint on this, but in my defense, it would have been ruined. So I've made an executive decision that I'm not going to use. I gotta check on my dog, guys. Okay, back. Okay, okay. This is what we do. We create, we make mistakes, work it out. We got this. Okay, this is just white that I'm using. Titanium white, as the lovely Mr. Bob Ross would say. Okay, now remember, this is the top of the water. Work my way around the tape, baby. You know how I do it. Okay, so now I can't see my koi. But I'm gonna try, because I think that's what I want to do next. For the koi fish, I think I'm gonna go with a violet. Oh, that's not the color exactly that I thought it was gonna be. I don't know. It might be a little too intense. I'm gonna steal some of this Prussian blue and throw it in there. I wanted it darker. Yeah, I like that color better. Definitely like that color better. All right, I'm gonna try my very best to outline my koi. a little too thin. That's my mistake. Should have used maybe a thinner paintbrush, because the minute I press down, even lightly, it's too much. Let's see. Okay, so I'm gonna do like these scales. I don't know how this is coming out. This is my idea of what a koi fish looks like. How about that? Because I don't think this is how a real koi fish looks. But I'm using my brain. It's coming from my imagination. I have zero tolerance, patience, whatever, for these scales. And they're gonna be the reason why I end up having to start all over again. On top of the fact that I'm using the worst paintbrush in the history of paintbrushes to do details, and that's actually what the paintbrush was meant for. It's just ridiculous. I'm gonna try a different paintbrush. Let's try this guy. That sucks. Trial and error. You got another one to do. So see, that's how you're supposed to do it, buddy. And now, for everyone who's going to say, but Elisa, why didn't you get a reference? Because I don't want to. I don't want to. I end up getting a reference and try to make it look exactly like the picture that I'm looking at. Even without wanting it to be that. But that's just what happens. Me and references don't get along because of that. So I just want to take it from my imagination. And that's that. That's okay. If it doesn't look exactly like a koi fish, this is not going to anybody, and it's not going to a museum. It might not even get hung up in my house, for crying out loud. So let's just have fun with it. Right? Right. I'm hoping the violet, I think I'm going to add more blue to that violet. I really do. I'm not a fan of the, how purple it is. So we'll let this dry. I'll mix those colors to make it a little bit darker. think I'm gonna have to do more than one layer. Not sure. I have to remember that there's going to be other layers on top of this, but I also don't want the brush strokes to show. I don't know if that's inevitable, and I just need to embrace the photo as is, you know, if I can fix that. Okay. I guess this is the part where I say, leave in the comments if you think this is going to be a disaster. Just pause it and let me know what you think is going to happen here. I have to be careful when I go over. I just noticed that if I go too quick, it makes it like it makes it bad. It's bad. It's no good. Now the painting on glass idea, I don't think I said this. I've seen, listen, I watch YouTube a little too much, and I've seen other artists do this, but they did it with Poscas, and to be quite honest with you, no thank you. I just remember my time doing the Shrinkadinks, that shrinking plastic stuff that you put in the oven. You make like buttons and everything. I remember doing that with Poscas, and it was kind of a disaster. I was not happy with the outcome. So yeah, no thank you, Posca. I love Posca, just not right now. Not for this. I don't want to lose my mind. I'm supposed to be having fun. You know, that hold your breath until you're done kind of fun. You know? Lightly. There's no mistakes, guys. Just happy little accidents, right, Bob? Just happy little accidents. I need a little bit of... There we go. Okay, I'm back again. Okay. So my idea is to go over the whole entire painting with one full color And then that will be the last step. See what magenta looks like. I know what it looks like. But maybe we can put it in the violet. Take the rest of the Prussian blue, add that in there. Let's see what color. And this is going to go on top, and I'm hoping that's a good color. Get rid of that water. Okay. Let's see. Okay, it's dry and it's time for the reveal. There we go. I mean, it's not horrible, but definitely not great. I tried. Doesn't look too bad, I think. What do you guys think? All right, well, thanks for watching. Peace and love.